Welcome to the Invention Licensing Show. I'm your host, David Fedewa, and I'm here to help you get your product licensed. And today we're going to talk about the top 5 categories that products get licensed in. So to jump right into it, today is the 5 categories that products get licensed in the most. And I want to say that I don't want to exclude other categories, but I'm just saying these are the spaces that I see the most deals happen. And where the most deals happen, a lot of the times there's the most competition. So it's not necessarily the best place for you to go to, but it's a place where a lot of deals happen and a lot of inventors get started in these spaces because the deals are, I don't want to say easier to come by, but they're more often, and the companies are set up to license products. They have boilerplate contracts, they have people you specifically talk to, and so it becomes a lot easier to license in categories where they're just used to licensing innovation. And so the top 5 that I see: houseware. I wanted like a drum roll, I guess. Houseware, hardware, pet, novelty gift and seasonal, and toy. I put those 2 together because they're kind of intertwined, but those are the top 5 spaces that I see most licensing deals happening in. Houseware, hardware deals, and I want to break them down a little bit because this would be like a 90-second video if I didn't break them down a little bit. Houseware, I see a lot of deals in, and they're usually structured very similarly. Hardware deals, they take a little bit longer because there's usually a little bit more of an investment in them, but they usually take longer to come together. Pet products, I see a lot there also, very similar to houseware. Toy is a little bit hard to get into. At least, well, I guess that's a personal perspective, right? I pitched a lot of toy products. I never could get a product license, and it might be just me, right? I thought I was a fun, exciting dude that could invent toys, but I guess I never really hit it off there. I always found my licensing deals in things that had a lot of utility, and so I guess I found it difficult to license or get into that toy world. But I know a lot of inventors that just crush it there. They have a lot of fun there. And once a company finds that you invented something that they like, they usually like to keep things rolling. So when you become a toy inventor, it's like you get into the club and you can pitch more toy innovations. So that's a fun space to be in. I just personally, I guess, had a difficult time there. And novelty seasonal, that's a space that licenses a ton of products. I can't say that you're gonna crush it in terms of income there, but they license a lot of products. Reason being, seasonal stuff, right? They need everything, or they need new things every season. They can't be the company without any new things. So they're always looking for the next great thing, but that might mean that your product might be a 1 or 2, maybe 3 season product, and then you're out. And so there's not as much money. There is the home run effect there though. There's some novelty products that you've seen obviously in the market, the Slinky, those are kind of toy novelty that can really hit a home run and make a lot of money for a long time. And so there's home run potential there, but more of the products are lower in income, only last a couple of years, but they get everybody started, they get their feet wet, and they build a lot of confidence in that novelty gift seasonal category. So I hope that little breakdown kind of gives you an idea of, this is where a lot of licensing deals happen, but there's a lot of competition. A lot of inventors are pitching in these spaces. And then there's the other side where there's not as many deals happen and they're more specialty categories, but there's not as much competition. Like and the one that I always reach to is if you're an HVAC, right? Heating and cooling contractor, and you create a new innovative tool or add-on to furnace, well, not many inventors are pitching in that space. And so you don't have much competition with other inventors, but it's not something that they do every day. And so you'll have to kind of teach them through the process of how to license, how to work with you, how to bring things to market with an inventor. And so you got to kind of pick your space when you're getting started. And I do want to say, be a little bit careful or particular when you're starting. I mean, pitch freely, but like once you start to find your space, be there. I had one inventor I was working with, and like when he started out, he wanted to be a toy inventor. So he spent, a year kind of old novelty, And he spent a year kind of making connections and building relationships and pitching products. And then at the end, he's like, well, I really want to be a tool inventor. He's like, that's what I really set out to be. I just wanted to do the novelty stuff because it looked easy. I said, that's not, you're going to now spend the next 6 months or so building relationships in the tool category. We could have done that from the beginning. And so I wouldn't necessarily pursue a category because it looks easy. I would pursue a category because you have passion for it. And that's where your real drive should come from, not necessarily because it's easy. You'll find that there's competition in all space, and every category has its difficulty. So if you want to be a tool inventor, go be a tool inventor. Do not go after a category because it's not the space that you want to be in. I hope you loved that episode of License Your Invention with David Fedewa. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up or subscribe now. Also check out inventtribe.com for more information about how to license products and becoming a student. And for the next episode, the top 3 categories that are super difficult to license in. I hope to see you on the next episode.